I got a good topic today for Season of Discovery PvP. I want to talk about set bonuses for our PvP gear at level 60 and the secondary stats. We're going to leave primary stats alone, armor we're going to leave alone. We're going to mainly focus on secondary stats, whatever's written in green text. The boots and the gloves. And instead of having output like crit hit, we're going to try to take that out the way and give it something unique or something that's been in the game before. But here are a couple of rules that I'm going to use while making this video. I'm going to try to stay away from runes, deep talent trees, I don't know, like Manatide Totem, even though I will use Manatide Totem. But for example, I'm going to try to keep things generally. The strength, these secondary stats and set bonuses, we're going to try to keep them around the power level of a talent point or two. So here we go. All right, starting off with the warrior. Here we got the boots and gloves and their set bonuses. Now we're always going to start with set bonuses, which is marked in gray, the 3 sets, 6 set bonus. And here are my suggestions for the boots and the gloves for the warrior. So the set bonus, you got 20 stam, that's survivability, that's good. 3 set, reduce the cooldown of intercept by 5 seconds. That's good, that's control, that's mobility. Now we're gonna get rid of the 40 attack power and give it, we're just gonna do the 6 set for every class, just to blanket it out. 35 all resistances on spell. Alright, next we're gonna talk about the gloves. The gloves are good. You know, they got reduce the cost of hamstring by 3 rage. You can't complain with that. Hamstring's great. Over here, I took away the crit and gave it what I think a PvP stat. Since we're using a whole buff for everybody, reduce damage taken by 50%. So this is what I think could be used as a resilience type. So we'll keep the hamstring rage reduced by 3. Alright, let's look at the boots. Original boots have 1% hit. We can get rid of that or keep it, but we need to give it some mobility. Every PvP boot, we need mobility. Alright, so I put down increase the range of charge, intercept, intervene by 5 yards. That increases your mobility and actually it increases survivability if you add intervene in there so you can get the hell out. Could be something good for warriors. And let's move on. Alright, next up, let's talk about Hunter. So Hunter, here's their boots and gloves with set bonus. Oh, the 3 set bonus, it's fine. We'll keep that. Concussive shot's pretty nice to kite around. We're always going to keep the 20 stam on everybody. So we're going to just mainly focus now on the 3 set bonus. Now here are the gloves and the boots. These are what I'm considering. So on the gloves, we got increased slowing and stun duration of concussive shot by 1 second. All right, if you put talents in it, you can stun somebody with it too. So that's going to increase both though. That's going to increase your control. Talk about the boots. I put down decrease aspect of the cheetah's chance to daze you by 50%. So when you take damage, you can have aspect of the cheetah on, and half the time you won't get dazed. Now I'm sure there's better suggestions. You know, I'll leave that to the comment section. But this is what I'm thinking. And let's move on to the next one. Next up is going to be the Mage. Here we got the boots, the set bonus, and the gloves. The gloves is going to be reduce cooldown of counter spell by 3 to 5 seconds. That's going to increase your control. And for the boots, since we got to reduce cooldown on the 3 set for blink, we want to keep playing on that. So to remove all slowing effects after casting blink. So let's say you're hamstrung and you got to blink off, it's going to remove the hamstring. That's mobility. That's for your boots. So we got control on the gloves, extra mobility on the boots, and all we had to do was take away the hit rating. So you know that's what we want. We want to take away output to replace it with mobility, survivability, and so forth. All right, now we're talking about the Druid. We're gonna change the 3-set's good, but we're gonna take that out and put it on the boots for mobility. But we're gonna change the 3-set into bar skin will also reduce spell damage taken by 10%. Why not? That's something we can do. So let's talk about the gloves real quick. 2 suggestions. You could slightly increase your stealth detection if you're a feral druid. So maybe keep that for feral druids, and for restos and boomkins, decrease cast time of entangling roots and hibernate by 0.2 seconds. By 0.2 seconds, so we can do that. And then finally, for the boots, we're gonna put the 3-set bonus there. Increase your movement speed by 15% while in bear, cat, or travel form. Only active outdoors. And that's gonna keep playing along the boots increasing mobility. So that's my suggestion for the druid. Next up, priests. 3-set. At first I wanted to change it, but increase the duration of psychic scream by 1 second. So at max rank it hits 5 people. That's 5 seconds extra if you fear bomb a whole group of CC. So we're gonna keep that. For the gloves, the first we can keep the first one. So as a shadow priest, you can give you 50% chance to avoid interruptions caused by damage while casting mind blast. Maybe just keep something like this for shadow priest only, and then for your healer priest, reduce the cooldown of psychic scream by 3 to 5 seconds, probably 5 seconds. It'll play along with the 3-set bonus. And then we have the boots to also play along with psychic scream. Psychic scream increases movement speed by 30 seconds for 6 seconds. So you cast it and then you can just run away, and maybe the movement speed could be 40%, 50%, or instead of 6 seconds it could be 10 seconds. I don't know, but this is a suggestion I had, and we basically played it off of psychic scream. Rogue. So we got a 3-set bonus of the rogue. It reduces the cooldown of your gouge ability by 1 second. I like it. Let's keep that. So here are my suggestions for the gloves. I got 2. So increases gouge by 1 second. So that's a 1 more second on CC on your gouge. Or now I wasn't saying I was gonna play around with runes, but here's a rune suggestion: a deadly throw type of mechanic, or quick, maybe involving your quick draw, which it can interrupt spell casting. So that's control on either side. That's more CC. And for the boots, I think the boots are fine. Increase the duration of sprint by 3 seconds. I mean, sprint's just crazy good. 3 more seconds of that. I don't know. Give it another second. 4 seconds. But that's the rogue. That's what we can change. Warlock. So here are their pieces. We're gonna get rid of the 3-set bonus. Here are my suggestions. And for the bonus, we're gonna start off with reduce the cooldown of Death Coil by 20 seconds. Something similar to like what you give warriors with intercept. This is gonna increase their survivability. And for their gloves, we're gonna change that and give it a throwback to Burning Crusade. Give you a 50% chance to avoid interruptions caused by damage while casting fear instead of searing pain. And as far as boots go, we're gonna keep the Warlock class from being too mobile, but we're gonna also give them more range in their attacks. So increase the range of all your spells by 3 yards. That's pretty crazy. I think a Warlock could challenge a hunter like this if you just give them that 3 more yards on their fears, affliction spells, and destruction spells. So nothing to turn your head to. It's pretty damn good. Paladins. Yes, the holiest of the holy. Here are their boots and gloves. Now the 3-set bonus, I think we'll keep that most definitely. Then their gloves, we're gonna take that out the way, and we're gonna give them an increased stun duration, hammer of justice by 1 second, maybe half second, probably just 1. That's going to play into the 3-set bonus, which reduces its cooldown. So you're reducing the cooldown of Hammer of Justice, and you're increasing the duration of stuns. That's control. That's CC. Instead of just more damage. Now I have two suggestions for the boots, both increasing mobility at least. But for the boots, the first suggestion is reduce the cooldown of Blessing of Freedom by 3 seconds. I think that's pretty cool. Or increase the duration of Divine Shield by 1 or 2 seconds, which might be a little bit too much because that's also mobility, but it's also survivability. 2 more seconds to not be touched. Divine Shield is just OP. Let's move forward. And saving the best for last, of course, Shamans. Now, here's their gear. Let's look at the 3-set bonus. I don't like it. Let's change that. So here are my suggestions. The suggestion is for the 3-set bonus, we're gonna reduce cast time of Ghost Wolf by 1 second. That increases mobility, and it's worth about a talent point. So let's look at the gloves. I got 2 suggestions here. Again, we're going improve the range of all shock spells by 5 yards. That's another TBC throwback. And here's for a healer specifically. You could keep the range on shocks, or equip increase the health of Mana Tide totaling by 25% of the caster's health. Now that would be only for resto shamans. And then the boots. I think the boots are fine. Increase the speed of your Ghost Wolf by 15%. That's mobility. Instead of having another crit or whatever, you just have extra mobility, and it'll work with the 3-set. And that's my suggestions. Possible suggestions. If you're still watching at this point, man, like, subscribe. In the comment sections, tell me what do you think. Tell me the class you play, whatever. And thanks for watching.